you guys? It's your girl Queida here, back with another video. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe so you can become a real babe. And if you're existing, thanks so much for coming back to watch. I truly appreciate everybody who watches my videos. You guys, again, we're trying to get to 1,100 subscribers, so please subscribe below. And of course, as you guys see, we have a special guest, one of my dear friends, Michelle. I do have a special intro for her, like Shannon Sharp. Michelle is not just one of my closest friends. She's someone I truly admire. Michelle is a God-fearing woman, a loving mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, whose life has touched so many people. She's one of the hardest working women I know, and everything she puts her heart into reflects excellence, integrity, and love. She's the kind of person who pours into others, gives wise advice, and makes people feel seen. Her kindness, strength, and faith are just a few of many reasons why I'm grateful to call her my friend. And I'm excited for you all to get to know the amazing woman I know. Please help me welcome my beautiful friend, Michelle.
Oh, don't start off trying to make me cry. Where's this Michelle at? I want to meet her too. I want to meet her.
I remember one time I told you, I was like, you have a way of making everybody feel special and loved in their own way. Like, when I'm around you, I feel like I'm the only person you love. And then I said, oh, but she make them feel loved, but she don't make me not feel. I love that. Like, you know, no. But introduce yourself. I just had to do that long intro.
First of all, what an amazing thing. I hope I could one day live up to that. I'm just Shelly. I'm just a mom, a wife, a grandmother, and I just love people. That's it. I'm just an ordinary lady just trying to do the best I can.
Well, those are all the things I feel like you have already shown me in our friendship. We've been friends for how long now? Like,
it's been a while now, since
2017.
2017. So next year in December it'll be 10 years.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, it'll be.
That went by fast. That went by fast.
Wow, it'll be 10 years. Wow.
Wow. Oh my God, that's a long time. Now that I think about it, I'm like, wait, that is 10 years.
I gotta think about all the change. I've changed a lot. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago.
Hello?
No.
And look at this outfit, y'all. Shelly don't
Well,
play.
today, I knew I had to bring it because Ashi is so fabulous. And I always get to see, I have seen it in progress. But I said I was going to match her vibe because I love it so much. So I hope I did okay with that.
No, you did. First of all, these pants she got on, y'all, cute. Okay, we'll do a fit check at the end so you guys can see. We'll just get into, let's talk about how we met.
Okay.
So I know you do a great job like explaining that story. I always ask you, how did we meet? Because I just want to hear her say it over and over. So, Michelle, how did we meet?
We met very simply at work. I just came from Diamond Resorts and my boss had came over. She said, come over. And I came over and I was working on the phones. And I was having a hard time with the applications and I was working at evening. So a lot of the people that I knew were working there, they were working in the daytime. And you just were so helpful and so thoughtful, and you would just come and sit next to me and you would just take your time. And you would actually just show me, you know, instead of just yelling, barking off some things like people were doing. You was like, let's figure this out because you got this. And you would just pull your chair up next to me and sit down and you would show me how to do things. And then from there on, when I would just see you and you would come and say, you would come always up, do you need anything? How's everything going? If you need help, let me know. And from that, we just started a friendship. And at the time, your mom was getting married or planning to get married. And Ash used to wear the most gorgeous different nail designs. I mean, just beautiful nails, and I would just compliment her on her nails and stuff. And then she just started showing me the little things. This is what I'm wearing, and this is happening. And then after her mom got married, she showed me all the pictures. So that's actually how we became, you know, talking back and forth. And then a few months later, they were like, we are opening up in Dallas and we need people to go to Dallas. Well, my daughter was in Dallas and I was like, I'll go. And Archie said she'll go. Some other people went. But Archie didn't go at that time.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. So a couple of years later, she did come. And when she came, she was a supervisor. And she hired me as a lead. And then when she became a manager, she hired me as a supervisor. And from then on, we just been We just been building a friendship
We
ever
really
since.
have. We
Yeah.
really have. It's more like family though.
Yeah.
I feel like
You can't
and when
say
you
it.
move places and you don't have family nearby, it's good to have that community. Yeah, I love that was perfect. Exactly.
Yes.
She's right. I love, and then we've just worked together again after that job,
Yeah.
and just been keeping up ever since. We did DoorDash together,
We DoorDash
hustling
together.
together. Okay,
You gotta be a real friend to do that because it's not a lot of money, but you know what with us, it was the camaraderie and it was the uplifting of each other, and it was a way for us to spend a few time. No, we did not make a lot of money.
I think we made like less than $20.
$20 a piece each time. But let me tell you what I did get. I got inspired by her because we were having conversations, and I got way more out of it now looking back at it. And just those little things are little special things that you're not going to do with no regular smuggler person.
Right.
And that reminds you of how special.
Yeah, those were fun times though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple questions just to get us started. So, what was your first impression of me?
My first impression of you was that is an awesome young lady, and her mom should be proud. Because so many, at that time, I don't know, I think you were early 20s.
Yeah, I was like 22.
And that was 9 years ago, so I was 50 and you were like 22. But the way you carried yourself, you wasn't, I can say it like, a lot of young girls, they be up in the guys' faces. You didn't carry it like that. Even if you wore something, you didn't carry it like that. And you were just very respectful. And like I said, you took the time to say, hey, let me show you. So you acted way more mature than what you are. But what I liked about you is what I said. You were honest, you were hardworking, you were kind. And I figured that you loved God and all of that. Yeah, I didn't care about all the other stuff.
Right.
You're kind, how you treat people, and you love God. And you could tell you love your mom, and you were so excited and happy for her. I was like,
yeah, for sure. I love marriage. I'm a hopeless romantic for sure. So my mom and stepdad love y'all, and it was a great wedding. So. No, they've been married 10 years.
It's been, because we can track our friendship by their marriage. Yeah.
So my first impression of Michelle, she was super sweet. Let me tell you something. If maybe she's not in a good mood or something, you can't never tell. She comes in with a smile on her face, ready to work, on time, ready to do the best that she can, and she puts her all into it, right? Like she was saying, like she was having some trouble with the application, but like once she gets it, learns it, please. Nobody can stop her, okay? And then she's gonna be training other people. So that's how I felt. And then how fast she moved to Texas, I said, I gotta go too. They were like, we need people to move to Texas. Yes. She moved the next week. I said, Michelle left me.
They wouldn't even pay her. We had to do it all ourselves, and I only had a little bit of vacation time, and I had to use all of that. I couldn't believe on people, but you know what? It was God's plan because my daughter was here. And
that's what pushed you to kind of move there, right? Yeah. Or moved here.
And she had been begging me to come. I was like, I'm sitting around, I'm going to get to Dallas. And then the job was like, Rick move. I was like, okay, Lord.
Let's go.
Let's
right.
go. Yeah.
Which I love it out. I love it out here. Yeah. Vegas was okay, but it's
would
not.
You go back to Vegas?
No.
I would.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't because when I think about like my godchildren are there, and I think about like family raising children. I don't know if I want to live in Vegas.
Not for raising kids.
Retire, like stuff like that. Yeah,
I agree with you. Don't.
Yeah, raising kids in Vegas, no shade. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So, what do you feel like made us click? Where it was just like click.
Well, even though I'm very nice and I'm very friendly, and it seems like I may hang around a lot of people at work and things like that. I might invite them, I'm very, very particular about the people I let in my life. So if you think about all the people that are there, that we work with at our different jobs and things, who's going to make that cut? Now, there is another person that made that cut, but I just can't see her. And her name is Jasmine, I think. Is it Jasmine? She had the same birthday as me, July.
Oh, yeah.
But we just just on time. But I love everybody, but certain people touch my heart just by how they roll all the time. You're just honest all the time. You just cared all the time. Even if we're having a bad day, we're doing our little stuff, and you're a lot of fun. You're not negative. I don't like being around negative people because we already have enough negativity in our life.
And it will bring you down.
And I don't like going out with people who don't tip. Those are kinds of things that I base long-term friendship, and this is the honest truth. It's like you gotta roll like I roll. You gotta be the kind of, I'm not saying that I'm a good person, but I just like
She's
certain
a great
things.
person, y'all.
And you fit all those criteria, and so I just always wanted you to meet the rest of my family because I felt like you just fit in. Like Diane and Ashley, you just fit in.
It's
Like
just
Justin, you just fit into from work. These are people that I really love from work. And it's not anything bad about anybody else.
It's just that it's just
we could just be. I could be my total 100% self around you and say whatever I want, and you ain't gonna be thinking no kind of way crazy. We can, if I have a discrepancy, I have hashed it out. And then sometimes I'm like, I think I might have been too harsh, but you was like, no, I appreciate you, and you could do the same with me. So just having that faith in that person that if I call you or you call me, we comment. I might not call now. I don't call people every day or text or maybe every week. But you can call me and I'm coming.
I realize it's not about how often you call or text. It's about showing up when it's important. That's what I realized. Like when I was in my earlier 20s, I feel like you're in a different space. So you just hang out with your friends all the time. That's all you have time for, right? You don't have but now that older, I got like a family of my own. I got things going around. Like I can't be hanging out every day all the time. But if you need me, if it's something important, I'm going to be there. I just, priorities is just different. And that's just for everybody in life. Like as you grow, and we'll talk about in a minute, as friendships evolve, how can you balance that? Because, for some of them, it's really hard. The last thing for this segment is, what's one thing about our friendship that stayed the same over the years?
Our communication. We can talk about anything, anywhere, like, and nobody will care. We can go and we listen to each other and support whatever those conversations are. They could be happy, they could be, you've told me things I'm pretty sure you haven't told other people about how you feel, and I'm not judging, and I told you things that I haven't told other people. You don't judge me, but we can laugh, we can always have a great time, we can have a quiet time and still be okay with each other. It's just that I can be 100%, I feel 100%. Like when I came over a couple weeks, I just laid on your bed with you. That's what
I know, my room was so messy. She's like, I don't care about that. I was like, oh God,
she was so
messy.
She just had surgery, y'all, and in so much pain. I didn't even know at first she was in all that pain. And she's worried about that. I'm like, girl.
I know, I'm like, oh my God. And I told Will, I'm like, clean that. And she's like, I don't care about that.
I really did.
And when she left, he said, see, she didn't care about that. I said, that's not the point.
It's not the point, but I did not. No.
Because, look, let me tell you guys, at Michelle's house, her room, it looks like a magazine room. You can go in there, the bed is fluffed, made. One day I'll get there. I'm not there yet. But her room is beautiful. Like, you can hang out and have a party in there.
We do. We hang out. But the rest of the house, y'all, right there, I'm real.
And the rest of the house is beautiful too. Please, one day we'll do a tour. I got a couple, actually, if you guys go back, I have some vlogs. Especially, I think Diane was moving to Vegas. Yeah. She was moving back to Vegas, and it's a vlog at her house, and we playing spades, eating.
Having the best
so you see
time.
how amazing her house is.
That was when we first moved in. Oh, I used to love our spades nights.
I gave up spades. Spades gives me anxiety. I can't play spades. I can play spades. I'm actually pretty good at it.
Look, let me tell you, you can't play with Diane and Ashley. That's what the problem is. I love you, Diane and Ashley, but you can't play with them. You gotta play with people like me.
Okay, so just before we get into our next segment, today's episode is going to be about age gap friendships and long-lasting relationships. And I feel like since I'm 32 and she's 60,
I'll be 61 in a few days.
Yes, in a few weeks, in a few days. Like comparing, because I've obviously had a little limited amount of time versus Michelle. So just like how she balances it, her thoughts on it, my thoughts on it, and we'll just kind of go from there. So if you got, like me personally, I've always gravitated towards older people when it comes to friendships because I don't know. I think maybe because I grew up primarily like with my grandma. I was always at her house, and we spent a lot of time together. And like I have a lot of like old school ways. Because even Will be like, "You run the house like an old woman," but that's just how I don't know. This is how I was raised. Like this is what I know to be true. So I don't know. I feel like out of all my friends, I am the youngest friend. And that's just what it's always been, just because. And I will say I do have some friends my age, and like I feel like we're on the same page because we're going through the same season in life. But I don't at this time. Not saying like eventually I won't, because hopefully when I'm 60, I can have an awesome young friend that can keep me like up to date in check. But you know, right now I'm the youngest friend to all my friends, so I'm still big.
I do want to say is you were the most mature 22-year-old I ever met. And you are the most, how old are you now?
32.
32-year-old child. At 22, come to work on time, responsible, do what you gotta do, pay bills, do on the budget. I wasn't doing that at 22. So I will give you credit for, I don't know, I believe it's a amalgamation of parenting and family life, and you are definitely more mature than most 22 years old when you were 22, and you're definitely more mature than I was when I was your age.
You told me that before, especially like I bought a house at 28, which I was such in a rush. Where there's nothing wrong with it. I'm happy that I've done it, and it's helped me become settled. I can focus on other things in my life, but. Like my mom even said, she was like, "Girl, it's just like you."
I be looking at you, be like, "Girl," because when I was acting
like I was gonna run out of time or something.
Let me tell you,
I don't know why.
she more responsible than a 55-year-old. Okay, I just had to put. I'm telling the truth too. I ain't lying. Yeah, so
no, that's funny though. This wine is.
It's really good.
I'll get a little tipsy, y'all. My question for this segment, icebreaker, is. If someone had told you years ago that one of your closest friends would be 32 years younger than you, well, actually, I think it's only like a 28-year gap, but what would you have said? Not that deep. And even if it is, if they don't say it to you, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
That's how I feel now. Like, if you're not going to call me and say it, then I'm going to keep acting like, I'm going to keep going and act like it's nothing. Now, if you start acting weird, I might ask you what's going on. You know what I mean?
But that one time, I'm going to move on.
Then I'm going to move on because it's not that deep.
You know what does get me though? Is because when I first meet people, I say the weird, until you get to know me. Once you get to know me, you know I say the weirdest things.
Yeah. But it's not weird, but I get what you're saying, yeah.
It's the randomest, weirdest things come out of my mouth, and it hurts my feelings because I think people are judging me by those little weird things, and that's why I hate meeting new people, because I really don't know what to say to a new person. I talk about the weather god. I really don't know. And so I say weird things, and then I feel like they judge me, and then they get quiet and move over, and I'm like, oh, I messed up. And so I really make friends better in situations where we're actively working or doing something else, and then we get a chance to get to see each other. Like,
I'm honestly the same way. I don't do well with small talk.
Yeah.
That's just not my thing. I have a friend. She's really good at balancing like acquaintances and friends. Either we're friends or not.
Right.
Only way I can do acquaintances is at work, because I can shut that off quick. Shut it down. But if I'm giving you my time, I'm hanging out with you, I'm giving you my energy, we're either friends or not. Now, can I go with my friend to an event with acquaintances? Yes, right? Because that's easy. I can cut it off after. But to have ongoing friendships with an acquaintance, it's hard for me, right?
Right.
I'm a vulnerable type of person. If I want to talk to you, or if I want to like tell you something about my life, I don't feel right. Like I can't tell this person this, or I can't tell. Like, why are we friends then?
Then why are we friends?
Like if I can't tell you something, I don't know.
Then why are we?
Why are we friends?
And the other thing is, if you're gonna know you're my true friend, cause my mama gonna know about you, my sister's gonna know about you, everybody gonna know I love you. So when you see her, you gonna love her. You better love her like she's my family.
Because her family is amazing.
My family love her. So that's another way you can know the closest, because my family has to know you, and my family has to love you. Like my niece came, and my niece loved her. Like even the ones that haven't met her yet, they know about her. Like I can't wait to meet Archie. So that's how you can tell the criteria whether you're my close friend or not, because everybody that's in Baltimore gonna know about you. And they do.
One day we will be going to Baltimore together. I missed it last year because we went on a cruise for her birthday, but I will be going to Baltimore. I wanted to see what the vibe is like, and I wanted to try the seafood.
Before I get too old, so I can still dip it and do it. Well, I can still dip it and do it till I die.
She's still gonna be dipping and doing it.
Yes.
She's still gonna be. Y'all gonna see me outside this summer, y'all. I swear.
outside. Oh, we can't say that. Outside.
No, you can't. You just can't. You can't sing it.
Yeah,
You can't sing it all the way.
Can't sing it.
Copyright.
Yeah, but hot girl summer.
Yeah. How do you feel like we've changed each other's perspective?
So you've changed my perspective in so many ways because now I'm more determined. Now I think I can do things that I really thought I didn't do because I got support, and I feel like I've done way more because of that. Because of your support on that, it's helped me to be more confident in things I'm not confident in, like electronics and TikTok and all of that. Because actually, and this, you're the first person I'm telling you, I want to be the first upper age, well, however you want. I want to be a streamer. I want to be a streamer. I want to go to streamer university. I want to be a streamer.
Yes.
Like, I feel like at my age, and a lot of people watch me at a young age, but I see what DDG do and India and all them.
Yes, I love
Lala, J Cinco, Eve, and Wendy and all of them.
Yes.
And Chuz is my new one, Neon.
Yes.
I love Chuzzington, y'all. I would love to be a streamer. I would like to just be on there talking and streaming.
You would do well at that.
And just streaming.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, you've gave me the eye-opening to see it past that. And you always encourage me like, no, you know you can do this. And things I didn't know. And you know, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to edit. Let me show you.
Yes.
And you'll always do that. So I appreciate that. But also just seeing you as a young person inspires me to keep inspiring other young people, and seeing what you do, is a great example for other women to, and to let them know that there's other options.
Yeah.
And you still could be just as happy.
First of all, I love that you said that you want to be a streamer. I said I want to go live, but streaming I feel like is a lot for me personally, because I like to have a plan. I'm gonna do a video, I'll post it.
Right.
But I definitely think you would be a great streamer. You're very interactive. First of all, let's go follow her on TikTok at All the Pretty Girls.
All the Pretty Girls.
Because first of all, her TikTok is popping, and she has some really good subjects, and also she's authentic. So that's why I think that streaming would be perfect. Now, I don't know what to do for streaming, but we can look at it together. Get you set up. I know that like DDG, and then they have like computers. Yeah. We get you the ding dong. And we can get you all.
I don't know what I want to do, Twitch or Kit, because they have the new thing now, whether it's Twitch or Kit.
I've been seeing a lot of people going on
Kit. That's what I'm saying. Going on Kit.
I don't know, and I feel like just go. You have another phone?
I could get another phone.
I was like, get another phone and just set it up, and then just do it. Like,
just start streaming. Just start streaming,
and then do it,
and just start talking like I would be, or cooking, because I've been doing sourdough. Yes. I've been making butter.
I've seen from the last year of university, I have seen so many people go from, I had no idea who they are.
You have that now, yeah. They done look at Yaya. Is it Yaya, Yanni, or Yaya? Yana. Look at Yana, and I love her.
Me too.
And I love her.
I love Yana.
And I love. We know he was famous. Bendadine.
I didn't know who that was though before that.
Oh yeah, I like him. Bendadine. He's hella cool.
How you changed my perspective? You always open my mind to not think so small. You always like open my mind to think bigger, or I think you're one of the ones that things are not that deep. Like, it's okay. Because I feel like a lot of people are afraid to be honest with their friends, right? Because when I'm living in something, that's just how I'm feeling, right? But when you talk to your friend and they be honest with it, maybe that's not the case, or like maybe you taking this a little bit too far, or oh no, that was crazy. And that's what I like, for people to be honest with me, because that's how I grow. And I only listen to a couple people, so I feel like just certain things of how I've thought. You know how to check me politely too. You know what I mean? And it's not like a bad thing. Like I don't ever, but it's like a thing where I'm like, oh okay, oh I didn't realize that, or I was, so I always appreciate that about you. Yeah.
I always feel like I don't, because I'm passionate. I'm so passionate. And when I get to talking about something I get passionate about, I have to remind myself.
But I know it comes from a place from like love and like support and like wanting the best, right? Yeah. It's never like, I don't ever feel like you're coming from a place of like, no, I think it's from a genuine place. And I feel like it's really helped me level up mentally, like to the next step. Like, even in my relationship, I ain't gonna go back. Okay, you been thinking like I ain't gonna make it. This is gonna get on my nerves, right? But let's get into that. Okay. You and Uncle Marty have been married for
30. We've been together 41 going on 42 years, and we got married in 1989, March the 29th. So 38 years we've been actually married.
Yes. Okay. So you guys, that's inspiring, because she's taught me that relationships and all relationships, but marriage specifically, they're gonna have their ups, they're gonna have their downs, right? But it's about the love that they show you. So I just wanted to talk to you more about that. And what do you feel like has really made your marriage last and be as strong as it is today?
Oh, okay. It's real simple, y'all. And I tell everybody, you got to have somebody who have your values. You have to have somebody who love God. Now, that does not mean that they're not going to mess up. That doesn't mean you're not going to mess up. It doesn't mean that all kinds of things ain't going to happen in your marriage. All kinds of things can, will, and are going to happen.
Right.
And that's the thing that we don't tell each other. Everything can't be a deal breaker.
Right.
The toilet, we used to argue about the toilet all the time. Leave the toilet seat. I don't do that anymore. And then 3 or 4 years after start arguing about it, he started putting the toilet seat down. So I only have 2 or 3 major things, like it's the yard. Tomorrow he got to get out there and do that yard. If he don't, that's a deal breaker for me. I'm going to be talking divorce. Basically, because, no, that's joking.
Right,
but yeah, basically just have a person that you can trust, a person. What made me attracted to my husband is how he treated other people, how he treated women, how he treated children, how he treated his friends, and how his friends treated his friends. Everybody love Marty. Everybody said, oh my God, it's like you just seen Marty yesterday. And that was impressive to me, but he's been that way his whole life. He's that consistent person. He's going to drive you home and wait till you get in the house. He's going to give you his last $5. He doesn't have an ego. So that's what kinds of things that attract it. But what keeps you married is, you got to let some things go. Some things are going to happen on both parts. Mm-hmm. And you might be like, oh, if everything's a deal breaker, so some people infidelity is a deal breaker. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And some things,
It
chopping up all my husband's tires on his Z could have been a deal breaker for him, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Breaking his windshield 4 times could have been a deal breaker, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because we knew what each other were going through, and we knew our hearts, and we knew we loved God.
Yeah.
And I know he still died for me, and I died for him.
Yeah.
And he was just such a good dad, and a good friend, and a good son-in-law to my mom. He's a good, my sisters still be like, I shouldn't have married him. He's a good friend to Ashi. Like, he'll do anything for anybody. Her grandmother and my husband are like this.
Yeah.
Them two together. And no, I'm not jealous because I love to see my husband.
I'm going to get to that. But that's another thing she taught me too. But go ahead. Yeah.
Her grandmother and they get together. Them two, and I love to see that. And he just met her a few years ago. He just met her. But let me tell you, they like this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. No.
So yeah, you just gotta, you can't fight over everything. You gotta be graceful. You gotta remember that you're imperfect. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're stealing from me, or you're doing crazy stuff like that, or you bring a girl in, because I was married before, and my husband this is my second marriage, brought the girl in the house, that's a deal breaker. You can't bring a girl in my house.
Yeah.
That's complete disrespect.
Yeah.
So like, well, he messed up, but it was 2 different things.
Right.
It all depends.
It depends on, like you said, the person and what kind of disrespect are they providing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like obviously if someone's like beating you or something like that's that's something else, right? Like that we ain't staying for that. Like that's crazy.
Now me and Marty had fought before. He won. I started it. But it was a fair fight. Believe me, it was fair. But I never felt unsafe. But he did bully.
Yeah.
He was like,
it's not no battered woman
syndrome. It wasn't no battered woman syndrome. Okay, that wasn't happening. But had we with the blows before? Yes. So that's what I'm saying. You have to take everything. You have to look at everything. But make sure that person has the goals. I knew he went to work every day. I knew he was going to be there for my kids every day. I knew. It was things he's not going to do every day, too. I know he wasn't going to do. But those were just the main things to me. So.
Yeah, no, I feel that, too. I feel that, somebody who, even if, like, it is something that bothers you or something, somebody who actively tries to still make you happy or change those things. Like, from when me and Will first got together, and I used to tell Michelle, and so just talking to her and like, things are going to work itself out. It's either it is or it's not. And they have, like, there's certain things we don't argue about no more. Like, he just dumps the trash. That's not something I'm thankful. That's not something we argue about anymore, or, like if I need help around, like this morning when I was cleaning up, like he's taller. So, babe, can you clean this? Can you do this? And he just does it without, like, those are the things that just shows you what kind of man you have, and if they,
And I can see that in him right away. I can see the teamwork, and you can still, like, even today, see the teamwork. Yeah. You can see him proud of you. Yeah. Like I can see him. I see him being proud of you in you. And he's just a good guy.
He is. Yeah.
He's just a good guy.
Yeah.
And so as we're growing and learning, when we're new in relationships, first of all, there's no book on a relationship.
Like, I'm done.
Nobody told you can't throw a glass at him and break. Like, that's not proper behavior, because that's what I see in the movies. That's what I see happen in my house. So I had to learn that, no, you can't throw a box of glasses at this man. That's not the way to solve things. But I always wanted to know the right way, so I always would ask other people, what should I do, or where do I need to go? Because I really didn't know anything, but I thought, you did this, I'm supposed to break glasses over your head. And I really thought I was doing the right, I thought that was,
but that's what you were, like you said, you were exposed, like that's what you thought.
That's what I knew. Yeah. But what I did was, I knew I wanted to keep striving, and so I would always look for people, not just married, any kind of relationship, where people showed me they had a good, and then I would just start hanging around them and asking them questions. And that's how I learned behavior, by being around people I wanted to be. Like, somebody could do something really bad. I was like, oh, you're not going to get out the car and punch them? She was like, no, girl, I ain't thinking about them mess up my nails. Let them have a messed up day. My day is terrible. I'm like, ooh,
you're like, oh,
we don't cuss people out because no, I don't have to always do that. That's a waste of my time. Yeah. But I had to actually see that, and actually, I didn't even know that existed. I never knew nobody did that. What? You okay? Because I'll get out. That's how I was when I first seen people act like that in confrontation, because in our family, confrontation, you do something to us, we must. We were raised, you must.
Yeah, like you gotta.
You must rectify this situation. We were a family of avengers.
I was raised on turning the other cheek, and to a certain extent, sometimes I used to feel like I did too much where people thought they could push over me. So that's why, like, to Michelle's point now, I'm still cool, but I don't play that. Like, I don't let people do too much. Before I be like, okay. But back in the day, I did used to just let people maybe like push over me or do that, because I always would take the higher road. But at some point, you do need to say something. But I will say, I am a big believer too. Some people, you gotta just leave them alone and let them do what they're gonna do, because some people are not, that you would think just get into it, but some people take things too far, and you don't want to be in that situation. One thing too, before we move to the next thing, is that Michelle has taught me a confidence of, like, especially, you know, being around maybe, you know, somebody that you're dating, their exes or their baby mother or whatever, like, it's fine. Like, hey, how you doing? Like, I just never, like, again, going back to taking things personal and stuff, going in with confidence, and this is my man, like, that is, like, powerful in itself. Like, and I have lived by that ever since she, you know, gave me, I was like,
that's your man. And I'm gonna walk in that room and you can think whatever you want to think about it, whatever you want to think, you can think.
How do you have friendships last? You know what I mean? Like, I'm only 30, and I feel like maybe there's seasons where you have friends and they drop off or whatever. I'm definitely at the point where I have friends, right? But it's like my core friends. I don't have like I do have you, Michelle, but I'm just like, girls, I can just like, let's go do this or that. Like, I just don't have, I make Will go with me everywhere. Like, he's just like, please, I don't want to go. Like, you're gonna go.
You're gonna go.
But how do you maintain like friendships and like keep them strong and like in those things? I know like we do it, but how do you do it for like women my age and like trying to keep up with that?
Well, the thing of it is, most of my friends, I've had them for a long time, because I'm very particular about my friends. And so if you end up not being a friend of mine, it's okay. Now, it's been people we had to go off, but we've come back because they were just going through something. So you're never canceled. But my true friends is every now and then I just do something, let them know I love them. Yeah. Or I'll say something, or I'll send them a picture, or I'll crochet them something, and I just say something sweet to them in a little note or something. Like Shantae, me and Shantae, we're extremely close. We've been close for 30-some years. Me and Shantae may say something once, but when we see each other, we go dance around for 2 hours and everything. So you don't have to maintain friendships, is what I'm trying to say. They don't need to be maintained.
Real friendships.
Real friendships don't need to be maintained. A real friend is they know you, so they know that I'm not the person you talk to. Now, she'll talk to Jackie every week, but she'll talk to me once every 6 months. But we're loving each other. She's the one that's going to surprise me while I'm on the toilet from Baltimore, coming in my bathroom, and I don't even know she's in Vegas. So this child has surprised me twice, just walking in my house. So that's just one example. I don't try to maintain. Me and Jerry and all that, I don't. when I talk to Jerry, when Jerry want to fly out here, when I want to fly out there, we talking, we doing what we doing when I feel like sending something or just telling somebody I love them.
Yeah.
But there's no maintaining a relationship.
Okay. I like that. No maintaining.
No maintaining.
I'm not gonna lie. You know about my friendship breakup with like, and so I think, you know, just for me, I like back to like taking things personal and like, you know, things like that. When you talk to somebody every day, right? This is the person, like, it'll be different. Like I have friends that we talk every couple months and it is what it is. Like, and it's nothing, but when you talk to somebody every day, like me and my best friend, we talk every day, okay? If this girl don't talk to me for 6 months, I'm gonna cuss you out.
You're gonna cuss out, yeah.
And that's kind of like what happened with the other friend. Like I kind of like got mad and I went off and I feel like I was being vulnerable and I was telling her about it, but maybe, you know, she wasn't in the headspace to hear it, but we're not like talking right now. I don't know if we'll ever talk.
Well, let me tell you something. But I at least try to stay in contact at least most of the time. But cause I don't want us to be bad but I know Ashi is so like even if it's like but Ashi will call me.
But at least I will
like,
call. But that's the thing. If someone calls you, you're not like not answering the phone.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I'm calling, you're not answering. I'm texting, you're not texting me back. Like, are we okay?
Can I say something? Just looking in on a lot of your relationships, you grew out of your relationship because some people, someone, I'm not gonna say everybody because I don't know everybody, and don't come for me because you don't want none of this smoke. Everybody wasn't going where you were going, and this is the honest truth. It was people that were jealous. In my opinion, this is just my opinion of what you were doing and where you go. Because she is real responsible. She have her goals. She's gonna get her car. She's got a nice, handsome, tall man. And what happened was, instead of some of those people being glad for her and everything, it was like a YB thing, and they started. You know, not everybody. She got some good friends.
But moving different.
Yeah. Moving different.
And it hurt me.
And it hurt her. But what I was trying to tell her, they not doing it to you.
It's about them.
It's about them. It's not about you. It's all about how they're feeling. They can't accept it yet. And some people are, which is a good thing, they fall off because they realize we're not moving in the same way.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a protection that they just did it before something happened and you had to tell them, you know, I'm moving on. So God's going to bring those people in your life. He's going to attract you. Yeah, but he's going to bring those full. You don't have to look. You don't have to maintain a friendship. You don't have to look because just like this one, it's going to fall right into your life. It's going to be so generic. We didn't even try to be friends.
No, we didn't.
We didn't even try to be friends. Even when she moved here, we didn't try. It just came. And that's how you build friendships. If you're out here like, oh, you're going to be my friend. A friendship is something that just starts out as a little seed and it keeps growing. And one day you're like, that's a whole damn oak tree. That's my girl. I love her. Come here, boo.
Yeah.
And that to me is how you get friends. Now, some friends, like I said, they're going to, some things is for a season, but I'm still going to love you. And when I say, I'm still going to send you a note. I'm still going to crochet you something.
Yeah.
I'm still going to love you. But it's going to be from way over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I love that. See, this is why I love the show because but I have gotten to the point, if I feel, because I wouldn't tell nobody, if I felt some type of way, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't hold it in my head and not tell, no, I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Yes.
Because if we're really friends or if this is really, if I don't really care about the relationship, I ain't going to say anything. But I don't believe also in ghosting. I just want to say that. I don't believe in like ghosting people and not telling them why I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking to you because of this. I'm not your friend because of this. I don't want to be your friend because of this. And I'm going to move on. I don't want there to be any confusion or me being fake. No, I don't want to be and I've done that because I have to have crucial conversations at work all the time. Why am I afraid of people in my real life? And you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And I would like people to do the same. You know, tell me why. So I can, and I can, anyway.
It's funny when people be like, I want you to keep it 100. Keep it 100. But the people who say keep it 100.
They don't ever keep it 100.
They don't want you to keep it 100 because as soon as you keep it 100, they feelings hurt. So, and whenever I hear a person say keep it 100 with me, I'm like, no, dude, I ain't keeping 100 with you because that's a setup. No.
Right? Okay, so we're going to play a game now before the closing. Who's more likely to?
Okay.
Who's more likely to be late? Me.
Let me say.
Yes, I have gotten better.
That's what she said.
But I will be late. I mean, I feel like if it's like work stuff now, I used to be late for work all the time. But now I be on time for I don't play that, right?
Remember we had that conversation when we was driving to work and we would drive because they made us come back in the office and
Oh
we were going
my
up to clean
God.
up. And we were talking about that. You was like, you know what, Michelle? I'm gonna start being on time. I'm gonna start being
And
on
I
time.
really was.
And she did. And she said, you're gonna be proud of me. I'm gonna make sure I get to work on time. Because I'm gonna get to work and sit on. She said, you know what? You inspired me. And she
would be there early. Because I lived an hour away from the damn job. So I was pissed anyway that we had to go back to the office. So I would come in when I wanted to. They ain't say nothing, so whatever. But then I told myself, if I have people under me that are looking at me, I need to be an example. So I would leave the house at 8:45 a.m. to make it there at 10. Pissed me off. Anyway.
And you did good too.
I did. And so I did. All right. So who's more likely to spend too much money? I feel like both of us. Let me tell you something. I got things in my cart right now. I really need to chill. I'm trying to be done with the Afterpay, done with the Klarna. It's hard because I want everything. Everything. They got these little finger shoes I want. Like, have you seen those? Those finger shoes?
Oh, the ones with each individual.
Oh, I want those. I told actually people buy them for me because I want those. Who's more likely to cry during a movie? Michelle.
Yes.
I'm not. It has to be really deep. I'm not a crier. I'm a thug. I have to be. I have been in touch with my, my emotions lately. But Michelle will cry. She will start crying. Yes. Okay. So, good or bad.
Good or bad.
Who gives the best advice? I think both.
I think because you give me the advice I need. We give each we both give great advice. I think both because you've helped me a lot professionally in my professional life. Like your professional advice, your you have niches. But then you've also given me friend advice, or I want to say something. You was like, you didn't take me outside the job one time. I was hard about something. You was like, no, Michelle, you can't. Yeah, so we both give great advice. Yeah, we do. And we know how to give it to each other. We do, yeah. She's a Cancer and I'm an Aries. Yeah. So we gotta, And Will's a Cancer and I'm an Aries. That's funny. Start laughing at the wrong time, me. Let me tell you something. I don't, Michelle is really empathetic, right? I can be empathetic, but it doesn't come natural. And some things catch me off guard. Like one time I did fall out with a friend because we were talking about something completely and then she just bust out that her dad had a stroke. And that's super serious, but I think I didn't know, and I started laughing. And it wasn't that I was laughing at her. Yeah. Or even somebody recently was telling me about something they have going on at home, but the water is not working. And the way that they were explaining it was, I don't know. I was trying not to laugh because now I'm conscious of I don't want to laugh at your situation. But it's when people are talking and they kind of talk in a joke form, it's I don't know what to do. So if you have something super serious going on, I wouldn't tell me first. Tell me in the text. So you can laugh it out. Don't say it in mid-conversation. Don't be like, what? What? This is definitely you. Forget where they put their phone. Oh, all the time. I go walking around. Yesterday, I'm walking around. Where's my phone? Where is my? And then I was at work. Thought I lost my phone on Thursday. It was in my bag. I'm like, oh my god. So finally, I do the thing. I hit my watch. Beep 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 beep. This horrible. Okay, go ahead. Who is more likely to be the life of the party? Michelle. First of all, Michelle's gonna turn up. I'm gonna sit in the corner and watch everybody. I am not gonna turn up. I'm gonna sit. If I get dressed up, put some makeup and stuff on, I gotta do something. Michelle's getting down. She's dancing. First of all, it was 1 year, and again, she knows how I am. Her sister made me dance in the circle. I don't do that. Yes. She was like, turn the light on them. I was like, oh god. So I had to get out there and dance. They forced me, but it was a good thing that they did. And we're gonna force her every time she's with us. It's just funny though because I'm more want to sit back. It was funny, but definitely life of the party. Yeah. Who's more likely to win an argument? You. You think so? Oh, definitely. You gonna make sure all the I's and T's that you gonna win because first of all, you ain't going to the argument that's not winnable. You're not even wasting your time. No, that's not a winnable argument. I should be like, that's not a winnable argument. Come on, let's come back. You know what? I have to even stop getting into it with people in the comments because I will go there. I will but I don't because God always tells me to stop myself. It's not, but there's especially people that I know that try me sometimes. You don't I will literally dig deep and go. I think you could be a great attorney because when I tell you, and you research. So when you come back, you know what you're saying. I love you. I'm not just speaking. You ain't talking. You gonna come back like, look, and if you come for me and you ain't right, she gonna eat you up. But that's the thing that I like about you. That's why I can see you being like an advocate or an attorney or something like that.
I used to want to be an attorney.
Because I could see it in you. Like, if you were an attorney.
Yeah, I would be a prosecutor though, not a defense.
That's why I gotta say you start out as a prosecutor, but you're gonna turn to the defense. Because what I can see you doing is defending people, because you're really big on right and wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't like injustice. Yeah. And so even though you might start out, but I can see you being one of the biggest defense attorneys for injustice. But yeah. If you ever want to, I support.
Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely been told that before, for sure. Especially like when it comes to, I'm really fair. Like I don't
Like you want it to be right. You really want it to be. That's just you in life.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Who's more likely to accidentally send a wrong text to the wrong person?
All the time.
I have done that before though, I'm not gonna lie. And
or didn't read the email good and go off and respond like,
I've done that too.
How can I take back this email? Then I'm so sorry. I know I said all these things, didn't mean them. Okay.
Right. All right, and then the last one, who's more likely to talk someone into doing something? I don't know.
Both of us.
I think both of us.
Both of us can do that.
If she'll talk me into stuff, I'll talk her into stuff.
We've tag team and talk people and stuff while we was at work.
Yeah, we have.
We know how to even tag team and talk people.
Yeah, we have. So that's a good, yay, that was a good one.
That was good.
Closing, if you could leave everyone listening with one piece of advice about friendships or relationships, what would it be?
You have to really get to know people. You have to get to know their backstory, because that's going to explain a lot about a person. Getting to know not just those superficial questions. And it doesn't happen in 1 year or two. I'm still getting to know Ashi and things about her life, and she's still getting to know me. A lot of times that can explain a lot of things, and it shows that you care. And once you really get to know a person, that's where that trust comes in. And that's when you start changing, when you see the good in each other and you want to change some things in life. But the thing of it is just give people a chance. Sometimes they acted crazy, but that's all they knew. Like me, that was all I knew. So even though I say I shut people down and all that, I really do try to get to know people, to know where they're coming from, and to see what is going on. And to try to love them where they're at. And so I would always say, love everybody. Now some people,
I learned that from her.
Yeah, love everybody. Treat everybody. Everybody deserves a hug. Everybody deserves, no matter what they do, you're still going to get a hug. You're still going to get a scar. You're still going to get all that from me. It just is how much time I spend with you. But get to know people, and everybody deserves to be seen and heard. Yeah. Look at people. Remember their names. Remember something about them when you're at work. Let them know you see them.
Yeah, I love that, because again, I'm back in the day. If I didn't like you, you would know. You would feel it. I would give you a dime. I would watch you burn the street. No, I'm just kidding. Now I have a different mindset because Michelle and others have. You still have to love all people. Love everybody, because God loves everybody, and that is why I give people grace.
And I've seen people change. I've seen people just because they be like, I know I did you wrong, and you ain't never. Or they'll see somebody, that girl. Like, this just happened. That girl did you. But there's like, girl, I admire you. You know what? That's grace. And so even if you're not being kind or anything for that person, maybe it's for somebody else who sees you. And then they say, I want to change my life. Because they was like, that's a boss move. And I walk right in there with my head held high, and you're the first person I'm going to love on you, the first person I'm going to give something to, because there is a God. And believe it or not, I'm ratchet, and God had to forgive me all the time for a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all just don't know about it, so I'm just doing what God did.
All right, you guys, so thank you so much for watching episode 8. I'm super excited to have my first guest. This was so good. I can't wait to edit it. It doesn't really seem like I have to do a lot of cuts. I don't know how long this is, honestly, because we just been here.
Yeah, it's only really an hour.
Yeah, it's so.
But can I say something? Follow Queida for real. I'm telling you, this has been her dream for 4 hours. This is not a new thing. She did not just pop up on the scene. She's been doing YouTube for years. She's been talking about doing the podcast. And she really is trying to do it to empower women and everyone. And so I exert you. I know you have a lot of people you can follow. but this is one lady that I hope you support. And I know, just like my life has benefited from being in her presence, your life, because she keeps it real and she's growing up right in front of us, and she doesn't sugarcoat anything except the cookies.
Right, except the cookies. I love that. But yes, guys, you guys should go ahead and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye.
Keita for real.
Okay, guys, this is my, I'm tall, but this is my fit check. This is TikTok shop. It's a little two-piece set. It's a little cutie. Okay, what you got?
All right, I got on. I'm gonna start with the shoes. Bessie Johnson little flats. These
oh wait, we can't see the shoes. Oh. Put your foot up a little bit.
Oh, my little Bessie Johnson flower. I love Bessie Johnson shoes. These some Fashion Nova Gauchos. This is a Costco tank top. They got the 3-pack at Costco, the black, gray, black cheap. This is a Fashion Nova shirt.
That Fashion Nova shirt.
And this belt is from Walmart.
Is giving.
Oh, these are from my sister. These earrings. These Chanel.
I was looking at those the whole time.
These from my. Okay, I'm gonna get you a pair. I'm gonna tell my sister.
Those.
And bracelets are made by different students and things, and gifted by my sisters and stuff. Yep.
I love it.